You know what time it is? Yeah. It's that time again to chat and get creative. Because we not postponing over here. We finna get work done. Come on. And if you're new here, come on. Anyway, I don't care. Come on. Welcome back to my channel. And for those who are new here, my name is Zipporah and I am a visual artist. Well, today we are going to finish the second segment of my painting chat with you guys on my painting called Remember the Time. Once again, this painting I actually created in 2025, like the middle-ish to endish of 2025, but I never uploaded any of the footage for you all because of different life situations happening to me. I was going through it for a while. I've been in a car accident. I've dealt with things with my mother's health. I dealt with things with other family members' health, things at my job, and all kinds of things. But that was in the past, and now we are here to give you guys way more footage and more content that I will be posting consistently on the schedule for you guys now. The very, very bare minimum, I will be posting twice a month, but what I really want to do is post once a week for you guys. So forgive me if it's not every single week, but do know I will be giving you guys at least 2 videos a month. So yeah. But you can also try to hold me accountable for every week. I don't care. You can curse me out, you know. Just don't be too mean. Your girl's a crybaby. So yeah. Also, we are currently in my new art studio, which I'm excited to show you guys in the next video, a studio tour. And in the tour, I'm going to show you the different parts of my studio and then give you kind of a little roundabout of everything, which I'm so happy that I can share that with you guys now. I took my time, but I do know I will be adding more things to the studio, you know, as I live longer here. But it never hurts to show you guys what I have so far because I pretty got a good little setup going on right now. And I do remember in the last video, I showed you guys 2 of my birthday gifts. It was a doll and then this Lego set, which was a one-piece Lego set. It was the Going Merry ship. Your girl has finished it. I mean, it is done. So I want to show you guys what it looks like finished. So let me go grab that for you guys real quick. So this is the Butte. I am beyond happy with it. A 10, matter of fact, just a 10 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10. The only reason why this even took me long to build was because I wanted to take my time. Like I literally only did a certain section a day just because I know I could have finished building this in one entire day and I was going to be so sad if I finished this in one day. So I did it a lot in my leisure time and to help me de-stress. And your girl is, you know, your girl's a straw hat because we're straw hats on this channel. Yeah, straw hats on this channel. If you don't like it, you can just go. You can go. Still love you, but yeah. But yeah, the Going Merry ship has so many different compartments to it, and I mean like there's different hidden rooms on here. There's so many interactive pieces. Like I can shoot missiles and all types of things. I highly recommend you get it. If you are a One Piece lover, get this ship. I'm trying to tell you, get it. Don't even walk, run. Go get it. Cuz it was the best and it was the best, one of the best gifts I've ever received. But yeah, I'm happy to show you guys this. Also, the next week not only will I be dropping a art studio tour, I will also kind of give you guys a sneak peek of the painting I am currently working on, which that is taking me a way long time to do, like a very long time to do, because it's one of my most detailed art pieces and I'm going to be adding so many different elements to it that I'm so excited to share with you guys. So be on the lookout for that video and then future videos of me doing like little studio vlogs and time lapse segments for that painting. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video and enjoy. So if you're keeping up with anything that's going on with the world right now, you'll know it's pretty much burning down. Like, it's not literally burning down, but it might as well be. Gas prices are up by $1 million. If you're in America, you already know who our president is. That's a whole nother thing. Just all types of things with politics and just seeing a lot of things on the media that's happening in our world that's just making us sad. Well, me personally, making me sad. And even though there is a horrible time in history going on at the moment, it's probably also the best thing to have an outlet to create more than any other time. Honestly, some of the best pieces that's happened in this world that's been created were created during a time of despair. And not only can things be therapeutic for you, which, for instance, painting at the moment has been very therapeutic for me with all the things I've been going through and also just dealing with things that's going on in this world at the moment. But it can also, be a distraction for others. For instance, comedians, music artists, they make, entertainment for us. And sometimes they make it to distract us. Or if you want, you can create something that expresses how you're feeling. You can speak up if you're against something that's going on in politics or against something that's happening in your life. You can probably create a piece of work that not only resonates with yourself, but with also others. Sometimes some people create things that they didn't even know would end up, saving somebody else's life. And it's as drastic as that sounds, that can actually happen. Like, think about countless of how much music has saved people from just suicide or heartbreaks and things that have gotten them through tough times. And sometimes just seeing artwork or creations that other people can relate to helps them not feel alone in this world. And it's just good to create regardless as a timestamp for your future self. Sometimes life can go on and it might seem horrible at the moment, but in the future, you can look back on something and be like, oh, I do remember I went through a time like that. Just in general, creating during a time of despair has been shown in history that some of the most creative things have been made. Like, for instance, I went to the Contemporary Art Museum lately, and although they had this main artist showing these gorgeous prints, I'll share that in a future video. But one thing that really stood out from the exhibit was a separate exhibit that was titled "And I Saw New Heavens and a New Earth." It was about the art, partnership, and activism of Claude Cahun and Marcel Moore. These women were like two visionary, gender non-conforming artists and activists of the 20th century who lived their values even in the face of persecution and repression under Nazi occupied Europe. So this is during the time everything with Hitler was going on. So they were known for their work in surrealism, and that was a big surrealism movement during that time. And a lot of their work, even though it was a lot of bad things happening during their time, they decided to still create, and it was considered a form of resistance. They combined photographs, historical documents, and drawings with experimental storytelling. And one of the things they did was not only did they use each other as photography muses, they also created like these hand notes to try to sway some of these soldiers during that time over. And in these notes were just like pretty much telling soldiers what they were doing was wrong, trying to change some minds.
it was pretty kind of powerful and extremely risky during that time. Um, and eventually they did get condemned for this work, but was able to get released later on. And what I loved about this work was that these women, they refused to let what was going on stop them from creating things, to the point where they expressed how much joy they had as partners, like best friends, to help each other make these works. And to the point where they even refused to do any future photography or collabs with anybody else. They strictly just stuck with themselves. And it was probably because they only trusted each other, especially during a time like that. And I just thought it was very powerful that they still have this motivation to continue to create, regardless of all the things they were going through. And not only did they want to create surrealism, fun, like pieces with each other, they also use their creative aspects to start a rebellion and to try to save people's lives. It's as much as drastic as they sound, they literally did. They housed Jews, and they actually ended up changing perspectives of some of the soldiers. And you never know, that soldier could have saved somebody's life that day. And there's so many cases of creatives creating things during horrible seasons. Just if we even think about the Harlem Renaissance, which for those who don't know, it's a vibrant flowering of African American culture, literature, music, and art based in Harlem, New York City. So it happened at the end of World War One through the mid 1930s. It was one driven by the Great Migration, to establish a new Black identity, pride, and social consciousness, laying the groundwork for the civil rights. And during the Harlem Renaissance, a lot of works were created to share all the racist things that was going on during that time and all of the Black struggles, which we can get into in the future. But I just want to leave off to say, don't let anything stifle the fire in your creativity, because that might just be what the world needs, or just might be what you just need for yourself. Do not underestimate the impact you can have, because it can be important. So that concludes our little chat for the day. Thank you for listening to my little ramble. But next up is the painting reveal.